Give Granny a kiss.
Oh no!
You're terrible. Welcome back to Dark Souls, folks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop one of these because we're gonna need this for this next boss.
Ah, much better.
I would have preferred if you used that after we had taken out all the enemies in the area, but oh well.
C'est la vie. If he goofs, he goofs. And then we'll move on to you and you can do it better.
Oh geez,
Right.
thanks for the vote of confidence there, Zero.
You're welcome. Don't talk with your mouth full, legend. Okay, the guy did aggro.
Okay. So, watch your back.
Oh, there's another summon. There's actually 2 summons for this fight.
Oh, you're gonna be a geek, right?
Yes, he is. Guard break would have been good there, but
Kind of hard for me to guard break.
and down he goes. Bradley of the old guard. Wait, there's still enemies on the boat.
That's what he's used for.
Yeah. And then we come back and we grab the
Guy down there.
Shoot something.
He guard broke you.
Yep.
Bradley, why aren't you stabbing him in the ass sooner? Bradley? At least you're not dying. Thank you,
Yeah,
Bradley.
thank goodness we have our summons.
Now, Bradley, it's very important that you do not fall off the cliff. Okay? You hear me, Bradley? Do not fall off the cliff like this guy. See? See what he did? Do not do that. Bradley? Bradley, what are you doing? Pay attention, Bradley.
Bradley!
Oh, dear. I'm waiting for us to go
You
ahead.
missed the other summon sign.
I'm clearing out the ship first.
Is he following you?
Yes, he is following me. I'm just concerned that he's gonna fall off the ledge. I do not know how many times I've gone onto this motherfucking ship only to have motherfucking Lucatile fall off this motherfucking bridge.
Anyway. Yeah. I've had times where the summons have fallen in the water and it has been the most heart-wrenching thing ever. I mean, after all of that build-up and that heart-wrenching story and seeing her go toe-to-toe with all the guys right alongside you, and then you see her slip and fall into the drink.
There's another guy up there.
Yes, I know.
It's bad.
Oh, you're here.
Yep. Hi. I'm going to be seen in the next area. I'm kind of the default enemy. I'm not the worst thing you'll ever see.
Oh, he is.
I'm not the best.
Thank you, Bradley. No, thank you, Bradley. There you go. Thank you.
Got your back, boss.
Now we go
Now
back.
we go back and we get the other person.
The person in which we need.
Well, the person we need in order to progress their subplot.
Yeah. Because if I recall right, you need Lucatile to live through this fight.
You know, it's not that matter of Lucatile needs to live.
Don't go too far. Let her follow you. Otherwise, she might fall in the water.
No, she'll fall in the water regardless of how close you are.
As a matter of fact, the closer she is, the more likely she's going to have it happen to her.
See,
Okay.
there you go, you dirt.
So Bradley of the Old Guard had a little damage done to him. And Lucatile of Mira.
Oh my gosh.
It looked like she was going to fall off.
That would have been a failed take.
We would have had to pretty much reset the whole darn thing.
Yep.
Wait for them to show up. There's Bradley.
And there's our lovely face. Which isn't Zambi anymore. Joy.
Back to good old albino. Anyway, meet the Flexile Sentry, and holy hell, how the hell do they go to the bathroom?
You see, my brother opens his mouth and...
Ugh!
Oh, that's terrible.
You said it!
Yes, and I regret it. Immensely.
So yeah, you can't really attack this guy from the front, and you can't attack him from the back.
Yes, you can. whichever side is attacking is the one that's not kicking you, is the one that you can attack.
Actually, that's a very good point.
Also, keep in mind, in Soul of the First Sin, the water level of this area rises.
It also rises on New Game Plus in the original game, so make this a quick one. There are no rings to
mitigate move speed reduction.
Yes. Which is bullshit.
Back off, back off, back off. Life gem.
You're back to gaming again, Zero.
You do that to me.
Not as often as you think.
I will say this. If the sword side's attacking, I'd say play defense. Don't attack while the sword guy's
There
attacking.
we go.
Yeah.
That easy 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And we didn't even get to see him do the spin move.
Mm-hmm.
I've never
Good
seen
Lord,
it.
the blender.
Alright. So, that's the Flexile Sentry. Before we go on, I just would like to point something out.
What?
Oh, well, I'll point it out in the next room specifically. There's a lighting glitch here, but it's more prevalent in the next area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the treasure chest?
Yes. So,
What?
treasure chest shadow. Treasure chest shadow.
Originally...
Treasure chest shadow.
We get it!
Yes. Originally, the treasure chest used to be where that shadow is right now. However...
Because both people didn't even realize it was there.
So, the makers of From decided, you know what? We're going to make it easier for them. We're just going to copy-paste the treasure chest, move from here to there.
But they forgot to move the shadow along.
Yep. And still haven't patched it.
Correct.
And they're probably not going to. So anyway, this takes us out of the No Man's Wharf.
Yay! We're out of that hellhole! Let's go to the next hellhole.
Well, the next hellhole isn't as bad. Kinda?
Dirty looks about.
Fair point.
Ooh, the salt. Mmm.
Anyway, so Leo has beaten the boss, so... Although a bonfire is really close by, so...
Right. Anyway, we're off the boat.
And...
Just like Berserk.
Yes. It didn't take us 7 years to get here.
Now, a little thing about Dark Souls 2, Stellar of the First Sin, they added some enemies in this area.
More Vangarians.
There's only 2.
One of them is so drunk, he can't even sit up straight. Now, can you imagine somehow aggroing... Did you just... Oh!
Dead.
Nice!
Okay, there's another item behind you. Vangarian armor.
The Varangian armor. Now, hang on, I need to clarify this. Is this Varangian or...
Vangarian.
Let's see. Can we see? I just want to check.
Varangian.
Varangian.
Yes!
So they're like the Ferengi from Star Trek?
What? No, because the Ferengi are hot.
No, they aren't! You don't know
I'm
what...
screwing with you. Of course I don't know what they are.
Oh my.
They're from Next Generation, and basically they're space Jews.
That's terrible.
That's basically what they are. They're a merchant civilization.
Space juice.
Indeed.
Right.
Nothing in there.
Check every single cell.
The cells that we can open, at least.
I'm trying to remember where.
There's something in there.
in here.
I think so, yeah.
You don't bother.
Yeah, there it is.
Proud Soul and a Radiant Life Gem. Now I'm trying to remember. I believe we do it like. I'm trying to remember how this glitch works.
It's actually not a glitch. You walk in, walk out.
Okay, there we go.
And step on the building. Or step on the cage.
And the hole should be where? Where's the
You're
hole?
sitting on it.
Oh, there's a place where I can get treasure. Oh,
There it is. You get a scimitar from that. And some repair powder, which is nice.
Yeah. You can't go back up that way, so you must go down the hole. And back up.
Backtracking.
I'm not skipping forward.
That's up. That's up. That's up.
Back
slap,
you know, you could just fast forward this.
Could you
and
not
put
do-
elevator music.
Could you not
okay.
slap that much? I'm pretty sure the. Never mind. Is she bobbing her head?
Yes, she is.
You know, there's one thing that I always loved about, that I do like about this, and that is certain little details that they added to the character. For one, if you use up a lot of stamina and your character has to recover from it, your character will actually stand there panting as they get their breath back, which I found to be really cool.
And here we go. The first true bonfire of the Lost Bastille, which we were at a few episodes ago.
The other bonfire is actually a
And
secret
it has the
bonfire.
controller over the legend.
Yeah, as soon as I go ahead and reallocate our souls.
Yeah, ooh, actually, let's go see the merchant fellow again and see if he's updated his armory.
No, let's upgrade our souls.
You want to do souls rather than armor?
Yes.
Fair enough.
We can't even hold the weapon of our choice right now.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, where's the Emerald Herald?
She's staring at the ocean.
Yeah, legend. Leo, put down the phone.
Seek lust.
Seek lust. Wait.
Yeah, why are you saying that?
Okay, let's see how.
That's the wrong vowel.
Hold on, let's see how many we can level up to. 1, 2. We can
Five.
have 5.
We've got 5? Holy
Yes.
crap. We're 1 point in strength. 1 point in attunement, I would say.
Actually, 2 in attunement because we got 2 summons.
Okay.
That's true.
One in
And
bits, 1 in strength, and 1 in adaptability.
that looks pretty good.
Especially with that meaty 2-point agility buff.
Yeah, which if I recall right, brings us up to 11 iframes now?
No, not even 11. I think we're barely at 9 iframes now.
Ah,
Something like that. But we're better on iframes is the point.
yeah.
Adaptability, strength, yeah, that's good.
Alright, level us up.
And we now have 2 spell slots.
Level us up, Scotty.
And let's go ahead and go to the bonfire and add a spell. Fire. Nope, we still need intelligence. But we can equip the dark weapon.
No, we. Hang on. We can't equip the Great Soul Arrow?
Nope.
Ah, no, we can't.
Because we don't have enough intelligence.
Alright, so
What we can do is burn the other souls that we have.
That is very smart. That will earn us more intelligence.
yes, it is. Well, yes, it will.
Burn.
Burn,
Baby, burn.
Souls inferno.
And let's see about any fossils that we have that we feel like burning as well. Just, I think we barely
We should keep the Flix House Entry, because there is something interesting about that thing that I would like to bring up when we get to it.
Okay, let's see. Soul of the Pursuer. The Pursuer's soul gives us a shield or his great sword.
Both of which suck.
Alright.
Let's go ahead and burn that.
Alright, if you both insist. Although thankfully we do get another one of these in the future anyway, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. Dragon Rider Soul will keep just in case, maybe?
Yes.
Anyway. Let's see this happy chap.
I'm glad to.
No, we need to buy some more stuff from him.
No, I don't think I think we have to beat the boss of the Bastille area before we start getting stuff. But we didn't go in
We
here.
didn't
the last
go
time.
in there.
We didn't go in here. So this is Kale's house.
And this is where we could have gotten a Ferris's Lockstone.
Yeah.
But we were derps.
Anyway, go around.
And we're gonna fight the skeletons in Kale's closet.
I really hope you mean that literally.
I
Because
mean,
I don't want to know what's in that man's closet.
Anyway, go back. Take a look at this. This here is a map of Drangleic.
It actually looks like a map. In the original version, this didn't look like shit.
It looked like a bunch of crap. Anyway, that first fire is, I believe, where we killed the last giant.
correct. And here's a skeleton.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Too bad he didn't last that long.
A little bit of note. If you
Can't really
keep
make the one.
every time you use a bonfire, there's an Estus flash shard in here.
Yeah. Aren't we kicking ourselves for not coming down here?
Yeah.
And finally, the important thing. You can respect using the soul vessel to hold all the souls that you go after you talk to the old ladies of the fire thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's a torch.
And as I was going to say before, for every time you use a bonfire aesthetic, another skeleton spawns in that area.
Seriously?
An additional skeleton.
Up to 8.
That really calls for the spooky scary.
Yes. And let's go ahead and see the Emerald Herald once again and level up.
Or should we start upgrading our axe?
We
can't actually use it now.
Can we?
18. 2 more points!
Is
But
that
we.
here
What about
is not,
spells?
however,
I want my axe. I really want my axe.
You know, you can just go buy some down at the Walmart. They come in a bunch of flavors.
Flavors?
Yeah.
Ew.
As in deodorant tax?
No, I don't wear that shit. That
Alright,
stuff stinks
Let's
like
see.
you wouldn't believe.
let's see. 1, 2.
3.
You get 3 points. I would say 2 points in intelligence, or
2 in strength, 1 in intelligence.
I would say strength.
You want to use the axe.
Yes.
Have
And
you
the
forgotten how
shield.
good this? Have you forgotten how good this axe is?
So,
Apparently so.
So let's
So,
go in.
Watch, we will be changing our equipment.
First up, Drying Lake Shield. 100% damage resistance.
And all natural flavors.
Lord.
And the bandit axe.
Yep.
Now check to see how we're moving.
That actually doesn't look too bad, well, aesthetically speaking. Kind of reminds me of, like, you know, Viking. Like an actual Viking.
A historical Viking.
Yes.
If we want to be a historical Viking, we need to wear this.
Actually, the horns didn't come around until after the Vikings were all dead.
Nerd!
Actually, the Vangarian helm actually kind of has better stats.
Or how about we become a conquistador?
Conquistadors didn't really focus on the axe.
No, but I mean, look at the helmet.
I know.
Look at the helmet. Look at the fucking helmet.
Just put back the Falconer's helmet on. That looks nicer.
Alright.
And let's see if we can upgrade this.
We do have some upgrade materials, so we can most certainly upgrade the axe.
This will speed things along much more nicely.
2, and we can buy 1 more shark. And reinforce for 3. And we can even upgrade. Want to upgrade it a 4th time?
We don't have a.
Oh, we don't have enough silver. Never mind. Oh, we've almost missed this also.
Yeah, this is another thing.
Ba-da-da-da!
Well,
The short bow.
We'll need this for another area. Maybe.
Yeah, we kind of will. Are we gonna forget to upgrade it like all the other times that we were going through Dark Souls and didn't get the freaking bow upgraded?
Well, we did get the bow upgraded. But the problem is we decided to do the moonlight great bow, which
Which is pointless after, because we did that boss at the very end.
not to mention the fact that the magic scaling kind of derped it. Okay, Leo, stop fucking around.
Alright,
No,
passing
no, by all
passing
means.
off the legend.
Alright, so where am I going to go to die?
Lost Bastille.
Oh, that's where I'm going to go to die? Okay. I actually personally like going through the Tower of Heart first, even though the Exile only cells is where you're supposed to start. I like starting from the secret area.
Go ahead, do what you want. Do what you want. Keep in mind I'm a little salty from the last time you decided not to come here.
Well, remember, we had to meet someone first.
Oh, right,
Because then it wouldn't even matter.
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can show how you're supposed to do the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Oh, fuck, how do I remember that song?
Because it's permanently
Alright,
engraved into your
that's
mind.
what you do. Fuck off, everybody! And look, you never miss with this thing!
There any souls here? No?
Nope, no soul packets to be found.
Do, up the ladders, up the ladders.
We have one? We don't.
Alright. Well, what the hell? He's kind of exactly long. And there's the pyromancy.
Now, why the bandit axe and not the mace? Clearly the mace would do a lot more damage, right?
You're wrong.
It actually kind of does. However, number 1, a lot more strikes.
2, 3.
And 4 if I go for 1 more. Number 2, moveset. Those wide swings would actually connected with those dogs. They did not miss.
Yeah.
And finally, vertical slash and horizontal slashes mean for a lot of coverage. And they can catch even opposing players off guard.
It also has better reach than the mace.
Yes.
So let's go talk to Lucatilian, who we conveniently see here in this little tower.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you?
Well, I don't know. I'm no longer hollow.
The longer I am here, the more
Yeah,
madness
we were
I
hollow the
discover.
last time we spoke to
A wretched place indeed, but not
Oh,
without
there's
traces
something
of its
special here.
former glory. What could have caused such degradation?
So you say it wasn't always like this? I don't know. Every time I played through this game, it's been the same every time.
Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humouring me the other day.
The other day, it was only a
This is
couple
for
of
you.
minutes ago.
Well, it is night now.
True.
But it was
It
night
is.
then, too. So, maybe her memory is
I
slipping.
have no idea what it is.
Maybe there is no night in Drain Lake.
Then what the hell's in Majula?
Day.
Our
It's an
land
illusion.
is
It's
surrounded
perpetual
by
day,
enemies
perpetual
and
night.
constant
Get over
battle.
here, goddammit.
There is
Hey,
only
Zelda.
one way
He's
out.
fine.
Yeah, I'll
Join
be
the
right back.
order and prove
Alright.
yourself in battle.
While Leo derps off, we
My
shall
family
continue.
had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With
See,
two
that's one
things.
reason I like about
My
Lucatile.
sword
She's a self-made
and my
woman.
loyalty to
Yep.
my lord.
And yes, the treasure chest is there, but
I was
we'll be
raised
talking
to
to this
wield
treasure
a
first.
sword from birth.
Well, I guess that's why you're wearing her armor set.
I never gave it a second thought.
You got the hots for her.
Swift success on the battlefield.
I will need to
and
confirm
attain
with the knights.
respectable stature.
Legend waifu confirmed.
And then I came here to.
Again, honestly, I do like her as a character.
Have you heard of the undead?
And there's a bit of a reveal
Souls
coming up.
affected by the curse.
Yeah, maybe we should equip the binoculars
The
to get a better
undead
look.
gradually loses his humanity until his
Yeah, it's
wits
alright, I
degrade
guess.
completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others.
Same spiel we've heard before,
One
lady.
can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true, I can only hope that they are.
As you can see, half her face is hollowed. Why can't we hollow like that?
Because we aren't as awesome as Lucatile is.
I remember the,
Right, it's not in there, it's in here. Okay, so, binoculars.
pardon us for spying.
But yeah,
Talk to her.
I'm sorry to burden you with talk of my fate.
Huh.
I suppose I've grown weary these days.
I guess she won't look up anymore. Anyway,
if you just skip through all of her dialogue, she actually will not take off the mask. Bit of a glitch there.
well, that's interesting. Anyway,
Antiquated key, that'll be important later. And one other reason why I wanted to go through all this first. Alright, now,
do not bug those guys.
I'm
They
not
won't aggro you until you get over to them.
yep. This guy, on the other hand, I am going to have a lot of fun with. I have the high ground. Now I'm going to have the higher ground. I'm going to run in here. I do not want to fall off the pit. I'll fall off into the pit. Get over here.
Careful he doesn't hit Lucatile.
Oh, wait, he won't.
That was a fail.
Yeah, I forgot about the...
Fail.
Legend be failing.
Well, again, and want him
Curse
inside.
Smack.
Anchor smack. And Leo's back.
Yes,
And that's a rhyme, which I will make a second time.
You just did.
Oh, you kid. Careful, one more. There's a dog over there.
No, and not anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
Legend, you twit. Do not go down there, or surely I'll hit.
Are you really going to rhyme yet another time? Anyway, you don't want to fight this guy where he's standing. You want him to come to you.
Unless you want to have a bad time.
Oh, yeah. So, again, you want to... Just want to check the area.
There's nothing else.
I forgot about that. Yeah, these guys will actually detonate the powder case that are lying around, thanks to the fact that the sparks that they create from swinging their weapon on the ground will set it off. Now, speaking of setting things off, come on, yes!
And thank you for shouting in my ear. And there's
I
another
am
dog.
nowhere near your ear, but okay. There were 2 dogs here originally.
And there's 2 more dogs over there, but
Wait, there are still 2 dogs. It's just that the explosion caught this one in the blast radius.
Yes. So now we get to unlock the other dude, but first light the bonfire.
I'll let you continue for a little bit.
All
Okay.
right.
We're gonna want to light this. We're gonna need to grab our trusty torch.
We will. In a moment. First up, looting! Everyone loves looting.
Titanite shard.
Large Titanite shards, if I'm not mistaken. Which means we will be able to upgrade our weapon again. Assuming we can find a blacksmith.
Iron arrow.
Hello, sir. You have a hammer. Are you a blacksmith?
Were you licking your hammer, sir?
I don't feel comfortable standing close to the one swinging that thing around. Thankfully, that won't actually do damage, but it is still kind of weird.
We've got a wild one here.
Yeesh.
Shape up, I say.
Are you telling me to get good?
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck
I
off.
say yes. That's the way. Dear
Well, maybe he's not realizing that we got food.
Is he hitting on our character?
No, he may be talking about the flame that we're carrying.
Is he?
Flame.
Oh, no, he is.
Flame upon you. I'm Macduff.
Okay, seriously. What the hell?
Want is a little flame.
He's just completely loony.
So,
Not completely, but I would say, yeah, he is pretty far gone.
right now,
Yep.
you imbecile.
Right now, you imbecile.
Oh, well, see, since you put it so nicely.
Sure.
What a marvelous ember.
You don't argue with a man swinging a hammer around like that.
Give me
True.
guns, and I'll fortify.
Before we do that, shouldn't we go ahead and light that little lamp?
Well, I want to see something real quick. First up, reinforced weapons and armor.
Okay, let's take a look at our axe. We can.
And we will.
And again.
And once more with. Oh no, we can't.
The one thing that I would like to upgrade as well, sorcerer staff, just a little.
I'll allow it. For now.
We'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Oh God. Okay, so the big thing about this guy is number 1, he sells things. Bastard sword. If you did not get it off of those twits in the forest, or found it in the forest because we haven't gone there yet, you can buy it from him here.
Alright.
The Uchigatana. This thing is gorgeous.
It's a great weapon for, well, any good dex build, and we used it in our last Let's Play.
And it's just as good in this game as it was there.
Eh,
It is a fantastic weapon. However, he only sells 1. So keep that in mind. Great axe. Any thoughts on this, Leo?
It's not the greatest axe. Name's a bit misleading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Winged Spear.
There are better great axes in the future that I will be gushing over.
Yes.
Winged Spear we actually talked about in a previous episode.
And this is a very good scaling spear for dex.
So if you're interested in a spear weapon, you might want to try this out, at least for the starting points.
I do know that there are better spears later on, but they might be DLC, so keep that in mind. Scythe. Never used it. Probably never will.
Neither will I, because the way they've altered scythes in this game kind of pisses me off.
This isn't even a scythe. It is a halberd.
I know, but still.
It basically functions like a bardiche, but anyway. Longbow. If we're going to use a bow,
We'll have to get this.
it's a good weapon,
Oh,
honestly.
Actually,
We don't have the souls for it, but, you know,
or the stats for it from what I planned out, but
it doesn't really matter. Light crossbow, if you didn't pick it up before, then you can get it here. It probably dual-wielded like a badass motherfucker, but anyway. Royal Kite Shield. We already have a Drangleic Shield.
Yeah, so, eh.
Eh?
He
You
said-
can buy more arrows, including the Iron Great Arrow, which we can't actually use yet.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Yet.
Keyword is yet.
More repair powder and large Titanite shards.
Of which he sells an infinite amount.
Which we can come back here for that if we need it.
We will
Oh,
need
and
it.
another thing that could I borrow the controller for a little bit?
Yes, you may.
Select.
Another thing he does is infuse weapons.
We'll be coming back. This guy is very, very important for that.
And we'll come back to it at a later time. But,
Because we can't do shit about it now. Just rest at the bonfire. Don't light the torch yet. Just rest at the bonfire and let's see what he does.
Okay. Rest.
Alright, did he move?
No, you have to light the bomb. You have to
You
light
do have to light it.
Yeah,
Okay.
the trigger is you actually have to light the thing.
Okay. He has an ember now! Why does he need this?
Because he's blind. Or he's near blind. Watch.
Okay, so light the bonfire, put away the torch,
And rest again.
and you'll hear some wonderful sounds.
And you can also sit on. You can also access the chest in this thing.
Which I've never accessed before in my life because I never knew that existed.
Really?
Yeah. Craftsman Hammer and Twinkling Titanite.
Craftsman's Hammer is basically what he's wielding right now. If you spend a lot of souls with the other guy, Lenigras, he'll actually also give you a hammer.
A blacksmith's hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Both
is-
of which are actually kind of okay.
But for now, we're running a little late, so
In the next episode, Zero will pick this up,
yep.
because that was way too short.
Yeah. Later, guys.
Ciao.